All right, everybody, welcome back. You know those words we always hear, introvert, shy, they kind of get used like they're the same thing, right? Well, today, we're going to find out if they really are the same.
Okay.
We're doing a deep dive on this and getting into a chapter of Paul Robinson's book, When We Get It Wrong.
Ooh.
He's a motivational speaker, leadership expert, and he says there is a huge difference between being an introvert and being shy.
Yeah.
So getting this right can change the way you see yourself and the other people.
Like some people might say, oh, I can't go to that party, I'm an introvert. But what they really mean is they're shy.
Yeah, maybe they're actually just shy. So it's definitely worth exploring.
Totally. Let's break this down. First up, what exactly is introversion?
Okay, so picture this. Introverts have this inner sanctuary, right?
Yeah.
It's a place where they go to recharge. Social interaction, it can be kind of draining for them.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So they head back to that sanctuary to refill their energy. Could be anything. Reading, writing, playing music, you know.
Like hobbies, basically. Right. It's not that they don't like people. It's more about how they recharge.
Okay, so like some people need 8 hours of sleep and some people only need 5.
Exactly. Different needs. Introverts, they just need that alone time to function at their best.
Got it. And this isn't a bad thing, is it? It's not something to be fixed.
No, not at all. It's totally natural. It's just a variation, like having blue eyes or brown eyes. It's just part of who they are.
Okay, so I get that introverts need this alone time, but WHY, what's the reason they seek out this solitude?
Well, Robinson says it's about prioritizing peace of mind, and it often starts early in life, especially if someone grew up in a family that was kind of chaotic or dysfunctional, you know. Lots of noise, lots of stress.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. If you're always surrounded by noise and chaos, then peace and quiet starts to feel really, really good. Like I grew up with 5 siblings, so escaping into a book was like the only way to get a break sometimes.
Exactly. You crave that peace.
Okay, so we've talked about introverts. Now what about shyness? How is that different?
All right, so shyness, it really comes down to social anxiety and the fear of being judged negatively.
Ooh. Just thinking about that makes my palms sweaty. Like all eyes are on you and everyone's judging everything you do. Not a good feeling.
Yeah, that's it. That's shyness in action. That feeling you get right before you have to give a presentation, your heart's racing. You feel super self-conscious.
Yeah, I hate that feeling.
And usually shyness comes from things like low self-esteem, lack of confidence, a fear of messing up in social situations.
Makes sense. So we've defined introversion and shyness, but what's the really big difference between the two?
Okay, so imagine a big networking event. Right? An introvert might go, but they'll probably stick to smaller conversations. Or they'll take breaks to recharge in their little inner sanctuary.
Okay.
But a shy person, they might skip the event entirely. Or they'll cling to the people they know because they're anxious. So the big difference is introverts choose to limit their social interaction.
Because they like being alone.
Right. Solitude gives them energy. But shy people, they avoid social interaction because of fear and insecurity. They might want to connect with people, but their anxiety holds them back.
So it's like one person loves spending a quiet evening at home, and the other person says no to a party because they're afraid of awkward silences.
Exactly. One's a preference, the other's driven by fear.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
And that difference kind of leads into whether these tendencies are something you're born with or something you learn.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So Robinson argues that introversion is an inherent personality trait, something that's just part of you from the beginning. But shyness is a learned behavior. It comes from anxiety and fear.
So it's like introverts are saying, this is me, take it or leave it, and shy people are thinking, wish I could just go talk to those people over there.
Yeah, exactly. And that actually brings up a really important point. Shyness is a struggle, but it's not a life sentence. There's hope.
Oh, good.
With the right support and strategies, people can totally overcome shyness and build their confidence in social situations.
That's so great to know. Okay, so if we meet someone who's shy or someone who's an introvert, how should we act around them? It seems like they'd need different approaches.
Oh, definitely. With shy people, the key is patience and understanding. You got to create a safe environment where they can kind of face their fears little by little.
Okay.
And lots of positive reinforcement. Cheer them on, you know?
So like start with small interactions.
Yeah.
And celebrate their successes. Be their hype squad.
Yes, exactly. Now with introverts, it's all about respecting their need for alone time. Don't pressure them to be social all the time.
Right. Don't drag them to karaoke night if they'd rather be at home with a book.
Exactly.
You got it.
So the big takeaway here is introversion and shyness are two different things. One's about what you like, the other's about fear.
Absolutely.
Wow, this has been so insightful. Introverts, they're like the curators of calm. They need that inner sanctuary to thrive. And understanding shyness, it helps us approach it with compassion and support. Right, and remember, the more we understand these differences, the more self-aware we become, and the more empathy we can have in all our relationships.
It's like finally understanding the instruction manual for different personality types.
Exactly.
So much to think about, right?
Yeah, definitely.